Welcome. My name's Casey. So glad you're here. We are recording, we're live, and we're going to dive right in. So today is day 5. Wow. Time is a flying as usual. So I just encourage you to get nice and comfortable, find your seat. I'm just rearranging things here for a moment on my screen. So just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Breathing in and out of the nose. Just taking a few moments here to ground yourself into the present moment. Breathing in and out. Just letting go of whatever came before this moment for you today. Finding yourself right here, right now. Deep breath in, deep breath out. So we're going to start with a mindfulness practice today of setting an intention. And I really personally believe that this is a very powerful practice to set an intention every morning. I do my best to do this. I'm not perfect at it. I don't do it 100% of the time, but I try. And I do notice that the days when I set an intention, that if I write it down and I revisit it throughout the day, it just helps to keep me more grounded. And so I like to start intentions similar to affirmations with an I am statement. So it's really anchoring in who I am today, or what this intention is that I desire to be. And so we want our intention to be in a present state. That's the part of the I am versus I want is something for the future. Or it can be an ing, right? Like I am having. So it's an ongoing kind of present and yet continual intention moving forward. And intention is different than a goal. It's not, I want this to happen. It's more of an essence of being. So it's not as exactly outcome or a goal where there's kind of an end point. It's more of a sense of being, more in a deeper, grounded place. So this I am intention can be really powerful to just keep you grounded in more of a deeper sense of your heart or your sense of being, and from a spiritual place versus kind of this material place. So if that's new to you, I encourage you just to play with it. One of my intention for this whole first week of the 30-day challenge is being grounded. So I am grounded is a powerful intention. I am grounded. Today I wrote down that I am intentionally loved by the divine. Unconditionally, not intentionally. I am unconditionally loved by the divine. So my intention is to feel that unconditional love with the divine. And to me, that's got its own personal definition. Everybody is different. So maybe yours is more, I am breathing in the moment, or I am releasing tension, or I am experiencing happiness, whatever that is. So just take a moment, maybe put your hands on your heart, one can cross over the other, and just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And I often encourage you to allow that intention to just naturally arise. When we get quiet, we can tune in and see what is calling for us to be today. And gently release. And so let's move on to our second mindfulness practice today, which is called noticing the details. And this is one of my favorite practices because it's just such a powerful way to bring us mindfully into the present moment. So the way that it works is just start to look around your space, your office, your home, wherever you are, just gazing around your space and start to notice the details. So you may notice the picture hanging on the wall, notice the colors, shapes. Look around, notice a few more items, maybe the lamp, the floor, furniture, just kind of observing the details. And again, moving, as we've talked about a lot, from a place of thinking or of making meaning, but just noticing with your senses what those details are. And then now we're going to intentionally close the eyes. And this is not exactly a sense of recall or memory, but it's just to notice the details with the eyes closed. Just taking a moment to think about those details that you just intentionally looked at and see if they come back to the front of your mind with the eyes closed. And again, this is not a deeply cognitive thinking exercise. It's just more of an awareness. So I noticed the picture that I looked at before, the lamp, the floor. There may be things that you remember or that come back that you notice again, and there may be things that you don't. And now open your eyes once again and start to look again around your space and notice different details. It's coming from this place of seeing, maybe of hearing or of feeling the details in your space. Even notice as you're looking around how you may be turning your head or body to look at different parts, not gazing too long specifically on any specific object. And then closing those eyes again. Maybe this time even turning your head as if you were looking at those same objects, but with the eyes closed, just notice the details. Notice what you recall. In some ways, you could call these brain exercises, but with a different perception than you may be traditionally accustomed to. And then begin to open the eyes once again. We're going to do that one more time. So looking around, try to look at different details, things that you hadn't looked at before. Maybe noticing things lower, like on the floor at the base of your desk or wherever you're sitting. Maybe looking up higher, the ceiling. You may notice the details of cobwebs in the corner, or not. And then last time, close the eyes. Even looking around again like you did before, down low, with the eyes closed. Notice the details that do or do not arrive. Maybe turning the head to look up high where you looked before. As you may notice, all of these different mindfulness practices are just really about keeping you in the present moment. This is a skill. The more you practice it, the stronger you get at that skill of being present in the moment. And I personally believe we really need to practice this more now than ever because of all the technology that we have, all the instant gratification and distraction, and ways that we can not be present basically. So you can open your eyes. So we're going to move into our breath work practice today, which is alternate nostril breathing. And what this does is it really kind of gets the right and left side of the brains talking to each other, the brain, but the parts of the brain. And it's also good for really clearing up the energy of starting with the head and the whole body, really getting us grounded. It's powerful grounding practice as well. So if you do have tissues or something nearby, you might want to clean things up a little bit before we go. And there's some very technical ways to do this, and there's some simple ways. So we're going to do the simple way because I like to keep things simple. So you're going to take your right hand and you're going to place it over your right nostril. Breathe in through the left nostril. Close left nostril, release the right, and breathe out. And you're going to just keep switching. Breathe in, close, and breathe out. Breathe in, close, switch, breathe out. Breathe in, close, switch, breathe out. Breathe in, close, switch, breathe out. You can close the eyes or keep them open. Breathe in, close, switch, breathe out. Breathe in, switch, breathe out. Couple more rounds. Last two. Breathe in, switch, breathe out, and release. Close the eyes if they're not already. Just breathe naturally in and out of the nose. And just notice how you're feeling. Couple more breaths here. Just become aware. And if you like, you can open the eyes. Wow. I'm always so amazed. Like, that is one of the best breathing techniques. That was probably a minute, 2 minutes tops. And I don't know about you, but I feel so much more grounded, just really present. Again, it's like waking up the brain, getting that both sides talking to each other, because as you may or may not know, like, our brains, both sides and parts front and back, have very different functions. You know, whether it's more the logical, lineal, the creative, the spatial, different parts of our brain affect our different senses and our memory. And so that's just such a powerful practice through the breath to get them both talking to each other and get us really grounded here in this earthly plane. I know for me, you know, it's in the morning right now as I'm doing this live. Mornings are hard. There's a part of my body and beingness that is just really attached to sleep, and that whatever that other world is that happens while we're sleeping. And so getting up is sometimes a very ungrounding process. I have trouble kind of coming back to this world, so to speak. And so this practice of this breath is just of alternate nostril breathing is just so powerful. It's called Nadi Shodhana. with the O-N-O-D. Oh gosh. You know what? Just Google it. It comes my dyslexia, my learning challenges with the spelling. So Nadi Shona, just look it up if you'd like to dive deeper into that. You'll find it. All right, let's move into some yoga practices. So you may have noticed I have my wide angle camera today, so I have more space. So I'm definitely borrowing this from a friend, but I'm going to get my own. So we're going to do some more chair yoga poses. And I'm going to encourage you to just push back away from your desk a little bit so that you have some space. So I'm going to move back so that you can see me a little bit better. And we're just going to start by sitting up nice and tall. Let's do some shoulder rolls. One of my favorite things to do in the morning is roll those shoulders back, I should say, throughout the day, whenever I remember. And we're going to start by drawing one knee into the chest. So hug that knee into the chest. Draw it in and up and give yourself a big hug. It may come up a little or a lot. Just drawing in. This is going to help with the lower back. We're drawing in to round the back or draw the spine in, the belly into the spine as well. So just hugging that knee into the chest. And then we're going to take that leg and cross it over. So we're going to flex the foot and place it on the knee. Let's go back a little bit more here as well. I was trying to figure out the space. So the foot is flexed here. Your knee might be up higher. If your hips are really tight, it might be down lower. Wherever it is, that's okay. We're going to keep that foot flexed. We did this a little bit the other day. So that foot is flexed. We're sitting up nice and tall, drawing that belly and shoulders are right over the hips. And we're going to add in the eagle arms that we did yesterday, I believe. So arms going to stretch out. You're going to take the same arm that's the side of the same leg that's crossed. So the right for me, hug yourself. You can stick with this hug. So I call this an eagle modification, or go for those eagle arms again. So palms are reaching towards each other. Oh, what a great stretch. Foot is still flexed here on top of that knee. And we're going to do a little bit of movement here. We're going to inhale, lift the chest up, elbows go up. There's a little arch in the back. As we exhale, we're going to curl and tuck in, round forward, coming in. We're going to move through that. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, curl in. Oh, that feels so good. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, curling in. One more time. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, curling in. We're going to hold that curl, rounding down. Breathe. Still letting that right knee drop down. That foot is flexed. 2 more breaths here. Now we're going to lift back up. I'm going to turn a little bit here so you can see. And we're going to line those elbows up with the shoulders if we can. Still sitting upright. Drawing in the core so we're not overly arching or not rounding back too much. Just sitting nice and upright. Good. Letting the shoulders drop down and breathe. So I am sitting away from the back of my seat. You want to have some space here. I've got my cushion here that I use often to sit. I'm going to move that just so you can really tell we've got this space here as we're breathing. So relax those arms, roll those shoulders back, and then take your leg out in front of you, shake it out a little bit, and then let it come back down. Both feet flat on the floor again. Take a moment to breathe, roll the shoulders back, grounding back into this moment. And now we're going to hug the other knee into the chest. So you may pull it all the way in and up, or you may just have it up a little bit, drawing that knee in, keeping the torso, spine lifted nice and tall. Breathe. If you have some back pain or back discomfort, this is a great way to just draw in and up and help release some of that back energy. Now we're going to flex the foot just like we did on the other side. So that foot is flexed. Place it on the knee here. Let that knee come down if it will, or if it's up, that's okay. Just allow it to be where it is. That is part of the stretch right here through that hip joint. Foot is flexed. This helps to protect the knee. Sitting up nice and tall. Stretch those arms out to the side. Left leg or left arm is going to come underneath, just like the left leg is on top. So they're opposite. Give yourself a big hug. You can stay here, absolutely. Even when we lift up and down, or go for a deeper cross of the arms. Hold here and breathe. Fingertips are pointing straight up and down, flexing through that foot. And just like we did on the other side, we're going to inhale, lift up. So a little bit of an arch in the back, kind of like our cow. Exhale, curl in like our cat. We got the eagle and the cat and the cow. Inhale up. Exhale, curl. Inhaling and reaching up. Exhale, curling in. One more round. Curling in. We're going to hold this one. Hold here. Keep breathing in and out of the nose. And then coming back up to an upright spine, sitting up nice and tall. Let those shoulders relax down. The elbow is in line with the shoulder. Shoulders down away from the ears. Breathe. And gently release those arms out. Roll those shoulders up, back, and around. And then take that leg, stretch it out, shake it out a little bit, and bring it back down. Good. Let's roll those shoulders up, back, and around. All right. So we did a lot today, right? We noticed the details. We set an intention. Do you remember what your intention is? Just say it to yourself right now. Maybe place the hands on the heart. I always like to write mine down because I forget. I am unintentionally loved by the divine. I keep saying unintentionally. I'm unconditionally. I am unconditionally loved by the divines because I can't even read my own writing. And then we got to enjoy some good yoga poses. So really tapping into those eagle arms and stretching that back a little bit further. So I hope that you feel a little more grounded today, grounded in present in this moment. And let's join our hands to our heart to close. I thank you so much for joining me. Please stay mindful, stay connected each day. And if you'd like, repeat after me. The light inside of me sees and honors the light inside of you. That means namaste and play. Make it a great day. Have some fun playing today. Bye.